Afternoon all, not doing a fat lot today, so I thought I'd show you this MM2. Many of you have seen many of them, I dare say, and there's nothing special about this one. Well, just to keep you informed of the collection, if you like, or additions to it. Now, you'll probably remember, I don't know, 2-3 months ago I did a video on an MM2 I bought, which was okay. It had been restored to a certain standard. Wasn't bad, wasn't fantastic, but it was usable, and did require a bit of soldering, if I remember correctly, of the main steam pipe which was there. Then I come across this one, which, as you can see, is in quite good condition. However, external condition, as you probably all can gather, is no real good sign of actual caring use. Because when I got it, the box it came with it's the red carton box with the cellophane window. The cellophane was there a bit mangled, but it was all there. I don't know, I think it was about 25 quid if I remember right. I've had this a couple of months and I've took it apart, or partly. I took the cylinder off and that to clean it all up. It didn't need much cleaning, and in fact I haven't touched the boiler or anything else. Just took it off, cleaned it up and washed the boiler out, which took some doing. It come out virtually blue. It was that, well, I can't say corroded as such, but there's a greeny blue, so, and there was water in it, and looking at it, I think it may have been repaired at one time, and looking at the external condition, it was probably fired once or twice. It may have run low on water and that melted. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know, of course, but that's what I'm guessing. Anyway, it was something like 25 quid postage, I think. So, you know, on the first look, it looked pretty good. Come with the burner, which doesn't seem to have had much use either. So it's probably not been fired that much, of course, if it is all original, and who knows. So all I've done for the moment, I took the cylinder off, cleaned everything up. Not a lot of cleaning needed, really. Measured exactly how much water went in. I say exactly, I reckon it's 155mm using the tilt method on the burner, as it says on the box. So I'll get on with filling with hot water. We're using distilled water, already heated up, and this will be its first test. I'll just this minute put it back together. So here we go with the first 60 mils. I used lemon juice to wash it out, and that's probably what gave me the greeny blue colour when it mixed with what was ever left inside. It sounds like there is some scaling still inside, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's been in there for a long time. But all being well, this or another one will be used. I don't know if you may not have seen, those who don't frequent the Meccano section probably haven't seen. I'm building a warehouse with elevator, hoist, whatever you want to call it, and it's my own interpretation of an original Meccano model, and it will be used at the shows to display the model, save space on the display table. But it'll also be a model in itself. It will have a steam powered winch. Well, we hope. We haven't tested it under steam power yet. And also, above the winch will be mounted another small engine, i.e. this one more than likely, to power a small electric motor as a dynamo, and power some LED lights on the model. So that's 120mm. Oops. This should be 145. There should be enough in here out just to finish off. Indeed. So this should be the 155, and we'll see how much gets spurted out, whether we got it right or not. So as I say, folks, if you don't frequent the Meccano section, go and have a look. It's I find it interesting, but then again, I'm a bit of a reborn Meccano freak at the moment. Some might say I'm a freak anyway, but there you go. So we'll just fill the meths up into the burner. I've recently put all my stuff away, I say put it away, in a box ready to take to a few shows. The upcoming one in Brum on the 16th of November is the first one I'm going to be running. Well, most of it, well I say most of them, quite a few of them at, hopefully. I did the Meccano exhibition day called Henley Gathering in August. That was quite good, but I only run 2, and it's quite a, it was hard work then on my own, so it's going to be even harder on November the 16th. So hopefully it'll be a good day and not too cold. And by them I hope to have a Mamod's the Showman Special traction engine, which I've bought recently. I hope to have that powering a Meccano Ferris wheel kit, which comes with an electric motor, and we will attempt, although I probably have to disconnect the LEDs on the model, attempt to drive that Ferris wheel by the small electric motor on the traction engine. With the using it as a dynamo, so we'll see that. That's hopefully in the future. So we'll like this anyway. Less waffle, more action. Right, folks, it shouldn't take long now, especially using the hot water, or warm water by the time I fill it up. Don't think I've said, but it according to the Mamod book here, MM2, red window carton, 1965. Vaporising burners introduced in 1958, so made it down to 65. Pop riveted engine frame came in 1967, which this isn't, so if everything else is right and the box is the right box, etc., it puts it between 1965 and 1967. After the pop riveted engine frame in 67, there was a water level plug added in 1975, which this one hasn't got. Which means the, for me, a rather weird filling up of the boiler with the water, or filling the water with in the boiler with it leaning on the edge of the burner, and again the level that way, as I've only ever had models with filler plugs or sight level glasses until I think it was that MM2, which I've now sold on now, but the video's still available. Looks like we're nearly ready. Okay. The safety valve, probably got a little bit too much water in there, so we'll see how we go with that. Looks like the safety valve is maybe leaking. No, I think we're alright. Ah. So yeah, obviously I can't measure water, and it's probably a little, probably just slightly over the top. Obviously the fuel's got a bit of a dousing, but it seems to be okay. That excess will burn off or run off shortly. So about 145ml, then maybe 150ml. If anybody else has measured the amount of water, let me know. But it seems like 155 is just slightly too much. But once that's cleared, it's picking up now. Very smooth. the last one had that problem, slight problem. It looked like the frame had been squashed a little bit, allowing a bit too much play, and it was doing that at slower speeds, but not really made much difference in the running really. That is running quite nicely now. So yeah, not quite so much water next time. Yeah, it looks like the fuel's got a bit of a dousing. We'll let it pick up and see how it runs. I can't see any problems yet. The safety valve looks okay. All the seals do, there's no leaks yet. Literally all I've done to the cylinder, took it off, did it a wipe over. Did put it in some, I got some white vinegar actually that I used this time on that. Just left it for a bit, cleaned it off, and lubricated it all before putting it back together with steam oil on the cylinder, and then the normal procedure for running them as usual with the oil in. It's picking up nicely now. Going very well. See, the maths is a little bit low after it's dunking, so it will go a little bit faster, but while we're at it we'll test the safety valve. So I'll stop the engine and see if that safety valve lifts. And as you can see, it's going really well now. The pressure's got up a bit more. I may have to check that safety valve again. It seems a little bit stiff, so we'll check that after this firing. Of course, it's probably just because it's been in water for quite a while by the looks of it. There's no leaks on the boiler as far as I can tell. I'm not too sure about the exhaust pipe. It's hard to say there, because right by the exhaust, as you can, you might not be able to see quite, but most of you all know, just above the steam pipe where it goes onto the cylinder face of the exhaust, and there's usually some steam coming out there, and then that condenses. No, perhaps it's not leaking, which is good. But I must check that safety valve, obviously, for obvious reasons. As you can see, it's running quite nicely. Starting to move around a bit, even though it is on the phone. There you go, folks. See you next time, which should be the initial running of the Showman's special traction engine, I think. Bye for now.